best in the world, baby.
What's up? You with your boy Sonwa Boteta, aka the best in the world. And welcome to the Best in the World podcast, where we like talking to awesome, amazing, special, and unique people. Today, I have a special guest. He hails from the city that has three rivers. My personal city. I've literally seen this guy's come up firsthand, and it's a huge inspiration towards me and my community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tino Keyz. What's up, brother?
What's up? What's up? Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, man.
No man,
Yeah,
shout out, bro. I know you obviously, right?
yeah.
So for people who don't know you, let's say if a stranger curiously walked up to you and said, "Sir, who are you? How would you describe yourself and what would you say?"
I would say I'm Tino Keyz, you
Uh-huh.
know, and I'm a young entrepreneur, a young visionary,
Yeah,
trying to live a better life for me and the people who are close to me, people who know me.
yeah.
So yeah, that's about it, bruh. That's about it.
All right. Could you tell us your journey? What or when did you start getting inspired to look towards a better life for yourself, engaging in entrepreneurship and try to make the lives of people better around you? When and how did that start for you?
For me, it was, I think it was like at an early age when I was young. I always knew that I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be into business, maybe because of my upbringing as well, because my dad, he never worked for, he's a business person even today as we speak. So I think maybe that also shaped me towards the person I am today. So
Yeah.
yeah, bruh, that's that. I think that, and I think maybe from grade 10, yeah, grade 10. Yeah, I think
How
I was 16
what were
years
you
old.
doing back then in grade 10? If you say business, what was your hustle for you to put bread in your pocket?
Yeah, no, I was selling cookies, bruh. There's just cookies, bruh, but I can't say what they called, but they were cookies. I used to sell them
Yeah,
at school every Friday, you know.
yeah.
Then I just people loved them, and yeah, so, yeah, I started there.
No, man. And if someone would ask you today, which ventures would you say you would encourage people to jump into, especially young black people who are very highly unemployed and need a sense of grievance? Which direction would you try to steer them? Because you've obviously swam in the ocean and you've tested different waters. So, which venture would you encourage someone young who is unemployed and is also looking at entrepreneurship?
Which venture? I think everyone has a gift, a talent, potential inside of
Yeah.
them. So the person needs to unleash that potential first, and then from there, the potential will direct him towards his own destiny. So I would tell a young person just to shut down all the noise and look within yourself for what you want, because only you can know what you want. Another person can't know what you want. You see, you can only get inspired by other people, but you should just look within, look inside you. Then and you'll find what you want. You'll find what you
But let's say when push comes to shove, which bracket would you say you would
yeah.
suggest for someone? Do what you want to do or do what you have to do?
Mm.
Which bracket would you suggest someone to fall into?
do
Because I
do
can give you an
what
example,
do
man.
do yeah,
Let's say I'm a musician, right? And I'm
yeah.
pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing, and let's say it's hard to get my music to be playing out there. At the same time, I can still work a job to try and make money, but I don't want to do that. I want to push the art. And for the time being, how can someone get
Mm.
bread in their mouth while they're doing what they want to do? And how can someone do what they want to do while they're doing what they have to do?
Okay. So like if let's say you want to be a musician, but now
Mm-hmm.
you don't have funds, you don't have money that's coming in. You obviously have to look for a job. You obviously have to work and get money in until your music can be able to sustain you. But if that is not happening, if your music is not out there yet, you're not getting paid for it, it's obvious you have to have a job, man. You have to have a job. You can't just relax and say you're pushing music and come rent is due. You see, so you just have to work your job until your dream job will manifest. So you just work your job, you work your way up. There's no one who started where they wanted to be. Everyone started somewhere. You find other people worked at McDonald's, then they raising capital until they can buy equipment, until they can do all that and get the product out there. Then you can't just say, nah, I'm gonna leave everything. I'm gonna focus on music. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, bruh. So your side, you can push your side hustle until your real hustle is in motion, until you're making more money with the music than with the side hustle.
Yeah.
So hey man, it's all a journey, bro. It's a journey, dog. So yeah, bro. That's
So in that regard, I like what you said in your previous answer. You said it's very important to block out the noise from other places. So I
yeah,
just want to ask you, we
yeah.
all know that, especially in the black community, and especially
Mm,
with young people suffer from abantu bazotini syndrome, or if you can put it in Sotho, batu ring syndrome. How do you feel about that syndrome
mm.
that's plaguing our youth, where people always care what other people think about them?
Like what man, like you can't care about what other people say about you, because at the end of the day, this is your journey. So if you care about what people are saying, it means first of all you're not living your life. You're living a lie because you going out of your way trying to impress these people who you think really like you, but they don't. So my say to like people who suffer from that syndrome is that they need to get out because they won't get anywhere if they worry about what other people are gonna say. Because I'm a person that whether it's good or bad, the compliment, it's fine. If I know that okay, I'm wearing a nice shoe, I bought a shoe and I like it, then I go out and a person compliments me and says, "Ah, your shoe's nice." I'll say, "Ah, wear, bro, thanks." But I already knew that the shoe was nice. Even if a person comes and tells me, "Oh, dog, your shoe is ugly," it's fine with him. It's his view. It's not my view on the shoe. So my life shouldn't change based on what the other people are saying. I should see life the way I see it. And if it makes me happy, then amen. Uh, I don't care what other people say. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't care what other people say.
yeah. You did say that you've been in entrepreneurship since you were at the age of 16, right? Throughout all
Yeah.
those years, we all know as an entrepreneur, you always take risk and you always take the losses, but you always take the rewards. So for you, what has been
Mm.
your biggest risk that didn't prevail?
My biggest risk that didn't prevail.
Mm.
Um. Like okay. Let's say my biggest risk that didn't prevail is the risks that I take that are not calculated. You understand? If I take a risk and I didn't calculate that, okay, because when you take a risk, you have to know that there's two outcomes that can happen. It's either you're gonna lose or you're gonna win.
Yeah,
So you have to calculate. You have to calculate how much am I willing to lose, and will this loss, if I take this loss, will I still be standing? Will I still be sustained? You understand? So when you're taking a risk, it's good to take a risk, but it's bad to take a nosedive. Cause the risk that I took, that it was last year. Last year, some other guy told me that there's this business opportunity, whatnot, whatnot.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I didn't do research. I didn't do research. So the research was going to be the calculating the risk which I was about to take. So I just went in a nosedive with a lot of money. Then I lost everything. See, so that was one of the regrets I had. But I just I used that to learn that, hey man, sometimes you kind of you have to invest in something that you know, something that you study. You see, you don't just wake up and if someone comes to you and say, yo, so now there's this thing, man, just come through, then you go in, take a nosedive, without calculating the risk.
Yeah.
So you should always calculate the risk and see that the outcome. You must see always the negative part first. You must see that, okay, uh, it's possible for me to lose here, but the reward also is there. But if I lose, I must lose this much so that I don't get affected that much. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of entrepreneurship right now, what would you say you specialize in?
For me,
Yeah.
right now, uh, in the financial markets, in currency trading,
Or
that's
currency trading.
my specialty right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
so how long
yeah.
have you been doing it for?
I've been doing it since 2017, so it's about 3.5, 3 to 4 years now. This is
Yeah,
my fourth year.
your fourth year. So how do you feel about the stigma that a lot of people have around forex, saying that it's a scam? Whereas I personally know that it's not. It works in people's favor. How do you feel as someone who trades on the foreign market? The whole stigma of it. How do you feel about that?
To be honest, I really don't care, because a person is making a judgment based on things that he doesn't know. He doesn't know the details of the forex industry. And it's obvious if an industry is big, there's obviously gonna be scammers. Every industry has scammers, dude. So a person who's gonna come and tell me forex doesn't work, it's because he doesn't have the proper knowledge, the proper tools. So there's this saying that says, you don't have to argue with a fool, because if you argue with a fool, you are going to look like a bigger fool. So if a person comes to me and tells me, yo, Tino, this trading thing doesn't work, yeah, okay, that's that person's opinion. Maybe that person tried to trade and he got scammed, or he tried to
Yeah.
trade and he lost all his money because he didn't have the proper tools, the proper knowledge. So the stigma around forex, I'm at a place in my life right now because I've been withdrawing, I've been making money. It doesn't really affect me whether people think this is wrong or what. Man, it's just like if a person tells you that the Premier League is not the best league in the world,
Oh,
and
I
you
would argue
know
with
that it's the
them.
best,
I
dude.
would I would argue with them for I don't know hours and hours and hours. Do you see that badge over there?
Yeah.
That's the Chelsea badge. You know what I mean? This
Which
one as
one?
well. Where my
Yeah,
fingers?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, dude. I see it. I see
So
it.
are you
Hey, man,
arguing?
unlucky for the Chelsea. They lost, dude.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. They
you know what I
lost
like
the
about
FA Cup
Chelsea.
final.
You know what I like about Chelsea, and
Yeah,
you can also translate it in
yeah.
life. Chelsea has a habit of reinventing itself almost an average of every 2 years because it doesn't cling onto something that doesn't work for too long. There's always an evolution. And it also teaches you
Yeah,
about life that if you see,
yeah.
okay, this road or this shoe doesn't fit, people tend to force and force and force to wear that shoe to a point whereby their feet get swollen
Yeah.
and time has passed them by. So with Chelsea, what I like about it is that even through the losses, there's always a flip side of reinvention. You know what I mean? So also as a football fan,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can utilize that philosophy. So speaking of philosophy, I've noticed that you have a very own personal discrete philosophy that you also share amongst your people. Could you elaborate for me what does staying low key is key? What does that phrase mean to you?
Or being staying low key is key.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means that like if you have something that you're working towards, like
Mm-hmm.
vision, you know, sticking to that vision is important. No
Yeah.
matter what the other people can say about that vision, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So if you believe in something and you really believe that it's gonna work, it's key. It's a key. That's a key on its own. It's a key. So when we talk about being low key is like being like off the grid as in, hey, don't let them know too much. Don't let them know too much. Do your things in silence. Let the success talk for you. Don't over talk, you know. Don't talk too much on social media, and when you're at home, you're not talking to yourself, you see. So for me, like I do some personal affirmations every morning. You check
Mm-hmm.
when I wake up. I like to direct my day, my week, to tell my week how it's gonna be. You see,
Yeah.
so that's the being low. People don't know that about me. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know that I'm out here. I'm meditating on what I want to see in my life. I do that. So that's the low key part about things. You know,
Yeah.
like you. Let's say you want to get 1 million views. You can meditate on that, right? And it's
Yeah.
possible. You can tell
It is,
yourself
of course.
every time in the morning, when you wake up, every time in the morning, you just say a thank you. You know, you just be grateful for the 1 million views. You just see the 1 million views before, even when
Speaking
you're
it
still
into
doing like 10,
existence.
20 views. Yeah, bro, you speak it into existence, but low key. You
Mm-hmm.
don't go on WhatsApp, take a video and be like, I see the 1 million views, I see the nah. You do it by yourself,
Yeah.
low key, by yourself. You tell yourself until your subconscious mind takes over. Until now, it's no more the reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I was saying, what advice do you have for people who always like to blab about things even when unnecessary? The fact that they're destroying themselves in public by always showing people information. What advice would you give to them?
Hey man, like advice I can give you is like I said, do whatever works for you. If you feel like showing people everything, man, and it's working for you, I mean, why not? Like, there's no like secret formula to this thing. So if you feel like if I'm blabbing, I'm doing, and all this is working for me, then it's cool. But what I know is like once people feel uh a certain way about you, like to a bad vibe, to like if I brag like, yo man, I just made 50 M's, you feel me? Another person who doesn't have anything is gonna take it the wrong way, and he might have like bad energy towards you, and you don't want bad energy coming
Yeah.
into your life, you know. Even though your energy can be positive, but I don't want to have like people having resentment towards me. You know, it must just be all love because I'm giving out love. Because in the first place, if I blab to people, what's the intention behind me bragging? The intention behind that, if my intention is to motivate people, then it's fine. But if the
Yeah.
intention is to belittle people, then it's wrong. You feel me?
You can never
Yeah,
please
bruh.
everyone, bruh. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So in that
You
regard,
you can't please everyone. Mm,
yeah. So yeah, okay. In that regard, ne, What are you reading? What do you watch? What do you listen to? I just want to know your music that you read. What do you watch? Television,
Mm,
screen time, streaming, whatever. And what are you currently reading? What are you feeding your
okay,
mind?
now I'm I'm currently reading this. Yeah, it's this one, dude. It's called The Secret, the Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Dude. So it's just a book about, dude. It's a book about gratitude, about manifestation, manifesting anything that you want in life, dude.
Yeah.
It's a book. It's a practical book. They give you assignments to do like every day. You must just write down 10 things that you are grateful for. You must write down the people that you are grateful for. You know, and there's another a chapter where they talk about magic money, where they talk about manifesting money into your life. Bruh. So yeah, man, that's what I'm reading right now. Yeah, and the shows I'm watching, I'm currently watching a show called Billions. I don't know if you know it.
Okay,
It's a
Bobby
show about
Axelrod.
hedge funders.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
No,
watching. I started yesterday with the season 5 of it.
season five.
Yeah, bruh. And yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice
season
though. I
season
don't want to
five.
spoil it, but I'm deep in season five.
Yeah, but it's nice, dude. You've seen it. Me, I started yesterday, dude.
Yeah.
So don't spoil
But
it, please.
it's a nice build up.
Yeah.
I actually suggest it for anyone who's out there listening right now. So what are you listening to in terms of music? What goes in your ear?
My music. I listen to a lot trap, dude. I listen to trap. I listen to I listen to different types of music, bruh. House,
Hmm.
but in the mornings like this, there's this, ambient music, bruh. Ambient.
Ambient sound, yes.
Yeah. I listen to that a lot in the mornings and before I sleep, just to reprogram my brain, bruh. Just to direct, because this hip hop house, it can be a lot of noise also.
With
So
the different
sometimes you just need
frequencies.
some. Yeah, you need the proper frequency like in your head, bruh, so that you can get your focus on.
Yeah.
So yeah, bruh, I listen to a lot of house, trap, hip hop.
You did say right now that you listen to trap, right? So I just want to ask you a huge
Yeah,
international debate that's going on right now.
yeah.
Future even said this with his mouth. Future said, "Lil Baby
Mm,
and Ghana are the future of trap," and I totally agree with him. So in that regard,
mm.
who's better for you? And you have to pick one, Lil Baby or Ghana. You have to pick one artist. Who does it more for
Hey,
you?
hey, like with me, I listen to them at different times. I knew Ghana. I knew Ghana before Lil Baby
Mm,
with Dirty Sprite 3.
mhm,
Now, what drip season 3?
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So I was vibing with Ghana a lot. So Lil Baby came up that then they dropped a tape together. This tape together, I forgot the name of the tape they dropped together. So as time goes on, went on, hey man, I started vibing with Lil Baby more, dude,
Oof,
because
oh baby, man.
Lil Baby, like he comes from the streets, bruh. Like
Yeah.
his story, how we used to pull up where Migos used to record, and he used to play dice there with them. Then he got arrested. Then after he came out of jail, he went to jail for like 2 years. When he came back, that's when he decided he wanted to rap. Then he just blew up, right? He hasn't even been thinking about rapping since a kid, right? He just
Yeah.
started now.
Yeah.
And he has bars, dude. Little Baby's hot.
For
So
me,
hey, I'll choose for now. I'll choose Ghana, dude. I'll choose Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah, I'll choose
Okay. I can't deny with that,
Ghana.
man. No, man, big shout
Yeah.
out to you for joining us. I really appreciate you for your time. So before we go, what I like to do is quotables. What's your favorite quote that you would love to leave behind to inspire a youth?
Whatever the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. By Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. Whatever the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve.
Whatever the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve.
Yeah, can achieve.
Can achieve. Okay, man. Big shout out to Tino Keyz. Thank you so much for joining us, brother. It was
Shout out,
huge
shout out,
pleasure
shout out.
talking to you, man. Thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot, bro. All the best, man. Shout out, bro. Till we
Shout
meet
out.
again, homie.
Of course.
Peace side.
You know.
It's the best in the world, baby.